Women are wired to be drawn to men who hold their own, not those who bend over backward for them. The modern dating world rewards men who maintain emotional control, not those who smother women with attention. If you care too much, overinvest, or make a woman the center of your life too soon, she will start ignoring you. When a man gives excessive attention, it signals desperation, and desperation kills attraction. Women don't want a guy who worships them without reason. They want a man they have to earn. The more you chase, the more she pulls away. This is why you see women obsess over men who keep a level of mystery, while ignoring the guys who shower them with compliments, gifts, and constant reassurance. A man who truly understands his value never places a woman above himself. He doesn't make her the prize. He becomes the prize. Women are attracted to confidence, ambition, and purpose. If you're always available, always texting first, and always trying to prove your worth, she'll categorize you as weak and uninteresting. Attraction grows in uncertainty, not in predictability. Men who care too much often believe they are being good partners, but in reality, they're suffocating women. Women want to feel desire, not obligation. If she knows she has you wrapped around her finger, the excitement disappears. When a man acts like she's his whole world, she starts looking for a man who isn't so easy to get. The key is maintaining balance. Show interest, but never at the expense of your self-respect. A man who knows his worth doesn't seek constant validation. If she senses that you're willing to walk away, she won't ignore you, she'll chase you. Before we dive in, I've got something valuable for anyone looking to level up their social and relationship skills. I've created a community on Podium where I break everything down step by step, giving you practical tools to boost confidence and build meaningful connections. It's all clear, actionable advice that you can start using right away. Plus, for a limited time, the first 20 people to join will get an exclusive discount. Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to claim your spot. And if you know someone who could benefit, be sure to share it with them. With that in mind, let's get into the 7 secrets you should never tell a woman. 1. Overinvesting. Too soon. Men lose women when they invest too much, too early. The moment you start acting like she's your top priority before she's earned that spot, she will pull away. Women are biologically wired to test a man's strength, and one of the easiest ways to fail is by giving her too much of your time, attention, and emotions right away. A woman wants to feel like she's winning you over, not like you're throwing yourself at her feet. When you constantly text first, rearrange your schedule for her, or shower her with compliments and gifts without her reciprocating, she starts losing respect for you. She won't see you as a challenge, she'll see you as desperate. And desperation is repulsive. Women are attracted to men who have purpose and self-respect. If she notices that you're too eager, too available, and too emotionally invested when she hasn't done anything to deserve it, she'll subconsciously label you as weak. Strong men don't give their attention freely. They make women earn it. The biggest mistake men make is thinking that their effort alone will make a woman want them. It doesn't. If effort was enough, the nicest guys would always get the girl. But that's not how attraction works. A woman values what she has to work for. She respects a man who sets boundaries and keeps his emotions in check. You don't need to be cold, but you do need to pace yourself. Let her invest. Let her wonder about you. And let her feel like she's earning your time. If she always knows she has you in her back pocket, she won't appreciate you. But if she senses that she could lose you, she'll crave your attention. The goal isn't to play games. It's to be a man who respects his time and energy. You are not supposed to chase validation from a woman. The moment you start caring more than she does, you become disposable. Women ignore men who overinvest because it shows insecurity. If you hold back, remain composed, and let her come to you, she will respect and desire you more. 2. Always being available. Men who are always available get taken for granted. Women don't respect a man who drops everything for them, responds instantly, or is constantly at their beck and call. The moment a woman realizes she can have your time and attention whenever she wants, she stops valuing it. A woman wants a man who has a life outside of her. If you're always free, always texting back immediately, and always ready to hang out at her convenience, she'll start seeing you as boring and predictable. She'll assume you have nothing going on in your life, and nothing is more unattractive than a man without purpose. Scarcity creates value. Think about why people desire luxury items. They're rare, exclusive, and not easily attainable. The same concept applies to attraction. If you're too accessible, you become common, and common things don't excite women. She wants to feel like she's earned your attention, not like you're giving it away freely. Men who are too available usually believe they're proving their commitment, but in reality, they're proving their lack of options. A high-value man has responsibilities, goals, and other priorities. His schedule isn't wide open because he's chasing success, not a woman's approval. When a woman sees that you have things to do, she respects you more. She starts wondering where you are, why you're not always around, and that mystery keeps her interested. If you're always available, you eliminate tension. Women are attracted to emotional highs and lows, the feeling of not always knowing what will happen next. When a man is too predictable, she loses excitement. That's why women chase the guys who don't always respond, who seem busy, and who don't revolve their lives around them. They create emotional intrigue. So what should you do? Prioritize yourself first. When she asks to see you, don't always say yes. When she texts, don't always reply immediately. Focus on your goals, your fitness, your business, and your hobbies. Let her feel like she has to compete for your time. If you show her that your time is valuable, she'll value it too. But if you hand it to her without any standards, she'll take it for granted and eventually ignore you. 3. Expressing too many feelings. Too soon. Men make a fatal mistake when they dump their emotions on a woman early on. Women are not built to handle a man's insecurities, doubts, or deep emotions too soon. When a man becomes emotionally vulnerable too early, she doesn't see it as a sign of connection. She sees it as weakness. A woman wants to feel your strength before she ever sees your softness. She needs to know that you're stable, in control, and not looking to her for emotional support. The second you start sharing too much about your fears, struggles, or past traumas, she starts seeing you as a burden instead of a leader. Women are naturally drawn to masculine energy, stability, confidence, and control. When you throw too many emotions at her, especially when she hasn't earned that level of trust, she starts pulling away. This is why women say they want a sensitive man, but in reality, they chase the guy who keeps a level of emotional mystery. It's not that you can never express yourself, it's about timing. If you open up too early, you ruin the dynamic. She needs to feel safe and feminine around you, not like she's responsible for your emotional stability. Many men mistake emotional oversharing for bonding. They think that telling a woman everything about their past, their heartbreaks, and their struggles will make her feel closer to them. But in reality, it often overwhelms her. She might listen, she might act like she cares, but deep down, she's losing attraction. The excitement dies when she sees you as vulnerable before she sees you as strong. The key is pacing your emotional openness. In the early stages, focus on being composed and confident. Let her feel your presence, not your emotional baggage. If she asks about your past, keep it brief. If you're dealing with stress, handle it yourself. Women are attracted to men who manage their emotions without falling apart. That doesn't mean you should be a cold, emotionless robot. It means you reveal your depth over time, not all at once. Let her earn that side of you. Make her work for your trust instead of giving it away freely. When a woman has to put in effort to understand you, she values the connection more. But if you throw all your emotions at her immediately, she starts seeing you as weak, and weak men get ignored. The strongest men know when to hold back. They don't need to prove their emotions to gain a woman's attention. They let their actions speak. Women respect a man who is composed under pressure, not one who breaks down every time something goes wrong. So stop thinking that emotional vulnerability will make her stay. Women don't fall in love with men they feel sorry for, they fall in love with men they admire. Stay in control and she will respect and desire you more. 4. Being too nice. Nice guys. Finish last, not because women hate kindness, but because they can sense when it's fake or weak. A man who is too nice often isn't genuinely kind. He's just afraid of confrontation, rejection, or standing up for himself. Women don't ignore nice men because they like bad boys. They ignore them because weak behavior is unattractive. When a man is too nice, he usually lacks boundaries. He agrees with everything she says, avoids disagreements, and prioritizes her happiness over his own. This signals to a woman that he doesn't value himself. If you're constantly bending over backward to please her, she won't see you as a strong man. She'll see you as a doormat. Women don't want a man they can control. They want a man they can respect. Nice guys think they can win a woman over by proving how sweet, patient, and understanding they are. They believe if they just keep being good enough, she will eventually choose them. But attraction doesn't work like that. Women don't choose men out of obligation. They choose men who spark desire. And desire is built on challenge, tension, and respect, not constant approval. A woman wants a man who can say no, a man who has his own opinions, his own standards, and his own life. If you're always trying to keep the peace, always agreeing, and always putting her needs first, she'll get bored. She might like you as a friend, but she won't feel passion for you. This is why women fall for men who know how to challenge them. The man who teases her, who doesn't always text back immediately, who has the confidence to disagree with her, that's the man who excites her. He doesn't have to be mean, but he isn't afraid to put himself first. Women respect men who respect themselves. If you're always doing favors, always complimenting her, and always available, she will test you. She'll push to see if you have any backbone. The moment she realizes she can walk all over you without consequences, she will lose all attraction. Stop thinking that being nice is a strategy. True confidence doesn't come from being overly accommodating. It comes from knowing you don't have to seek approval. A high-value man treats people well because he chooses to, not because he's trying to win someone over. When a woman sees that you're nice on your terms, not out of fear of losing her, she will respect you. The key is balance. Be kind, but don't be a pushover. Be respectful, but don't be afraid to disagree. Women want a man who can stand his ground, not one who melts under pressure. If you want her to notice you, stop being the overly nice guy and start being the man who commands respect. 5. Seeking her approval. The moment a man starts seeking a woman's approval, he loses his power. Women are naturally attracted to men who are self-assured, confident, and unshaken by external validation. When you constantly try to impress her, make her like you, or adjust your behavior based on what you think she wants, she starts losing interest. Men who seek approval often do it subconsciously. They overanalyze their texts, try to be overly agreeable, and constantly fish for reassurance. They ask questions like, "Do you still like me?" or "Are you mad at me?" Behaviors that scream insecurity. Instead of being a leader in the dynamic, they become reactive, adjusting themselves to fit what they think will keep her happy. But the truth is, women aren't attracted to men who need their validation. They're drawn to men who create their own. Approval-seeking men give off weak energy. A strong man doesn't worry about whether a woman likes him because he already knows his worth. He operates from a place of confidence, not fear. He doesn't change his opinions to match hers. He doesn't constantly check in to make sure everything is okay. And he doesn't feel the need to explain himself or justify his actions. Women test men in subtle ways to see if they truly believe in themselves. They might disagree with something you say, take longer to respond to your messages, or act distant to see how you react. If you start chasing harder, apologizing for things you didn't do wrong, or changing your personality to please her, she'll see right through it. She'll know you're trying to win her approval instead of standing firm in who you are. A man who doesn't seek approval is a man who naturally attracts respect. He doesn't need to prove himself because he already sees himself as valuable. He expresses his thoughts without hesitation, makes decisions without second-guessing, and doesn't let a woman's mood dictate his confidence. If she gets upset or disagrees, he doesn't panic. He stays grounded, knowing that his worth isn't dependent on her validation. The strongest men understand that attraction isn't built on chasing, it's built on presence. When a man is centered and confident, he doesn't need to beg for reassurance. He knows that if a woman truly values him, she will make the effort to stay in his life. If she doesn't, he's fine walking away. That level of detachment makes him powerful. So if you're constantly worried about what she thinks, stop. The moment you let go of the need for approval, you become more attractive. Women respect men who trust themselves. Stop seeking validation, and you'll notice women start seeking you instead. 6. Trying too hard to impress. One of the biggest mistakes men make is thinking they need to prove their worth to a woman. Whether it's bragging about their money, talking about their achievements, or showing off in some way, the moment a man starts trying too hard to impress, he loses value in a woman's eyes. Women are extremely perceptive. They can tell when a man is genuinely confident and when he's overcompensating. If you constantly bring up your job, your car, or how much you lift at the gym, she won't see you as high value, she'll see you as insecure. A man who truly has status, success, and confidence doesn't feel the need to advertise it. It speaks for itself. Trying too hard also applies to how you behave around her. Men who try too hard are overly agreeable, constantly cracking jokes for attention, or always looking for ways to stand out. Instead of being natural and relaxed, they act like performers, hoping to win her over. The irony is that this backfires. The men who actually attract women the most are the ones who don't care whether they impress her or not. They just exist in their own confident state, and that energy naturally draws women in. A woman wants to feel like she's earning a place in your world, not like you're bending over backward to prove you belong in hers. When a man tries too hard, it shows that he sees her as above him. If you truly believe in your value, you don't need to convince her. You just need to be. Another common mistake is using money and status as a way to gain her attention. Flashing expensive items, name-dropping connections, or paying for everything too soon doesn't impress a woman. It makes her feel like you're compensating for something. The most attractive men don't need external things to prove their worth. They create attraction through their mindset, presence, and the way they carry themselves. If you catch yourself trying to impress, stop and ask yourself why. Are you doing it because you genuinely enjoy sharing something, or are you hoping for her approval? A truly confident man doesn't force his value onto others. He lets them discover it on their own. He doesn't feel the need to talk about his success because he knows it will become obvious in time. He doesn't act a certain way to get her attention. He acts in a way that naturally commands respect. Women are drawn to men who don't seek validation. If you feel the need to prove something, she'll sense it and it will turn her off. But if you're comfortable in your own skin, secure in who you are, and not trying to win her over, she will respect and desire you. Stop trying so hard. Just be. That's what makes a man truly attractive. 7. Making her the center of your world. A man who makes a woman the center of his world is a man who loses her respect. Women don't want to be worshipped. They want to be inspired. When a man drops everything for a woman, prioritizes her over his goals, and revolves his life around her, she starts to lose attraction. In the beginning, she might appreciate the attention. She might even like the way he makes her feel special. But over time, she starts seeing him as weak. She realizes he has nothing else going on except chasing her. And when a woman sees that a man's entire life is based on winning her, she starts pulling away. Women are drawn to men who have a mission. A man who has goals, ambitions, and a purpose bigger than her is a man who naturally commands respect. She wants to feel like she is joining a man on his journey, not like she is his only reason for living. If she becomes your priority over your own growth, she will start testing you. She will become distant, irritated, or even disrespectful. Not because she wants to hurt you, but because she can't respect a man who lacks direction. Men who make women their world often become clingy and needy. They check in too often, constantly ask for reassurance, and panic if she takes too long to reply. They overanalyze every interaction, wondering if they said the wrong thing or if she's losing interest. This behavior destroys attraction. Women want a man who is stable, independent, and not emotionally dependent on their validation. A high-value man never lets a woman become the center of his life. He enjoys her presence, but he doesn't need it. He pursues his passions, focuses on self-improvement, and builds his empire with or without her. And because of that, she naturally wants to be a part of his world. The irony is that the less you need her, the more she wants you. Think about the men women chase. They are the ones who are focused on their purpose, their business, or their personal growth. They don't drop everything for a woman because they don't need to. They respect their own time, and because of that, women respect them. A man who is too available, too eager, and too willing to sacrifice everything for a relationship is a man who gets ignored. Stop making her your world. Make your mission your world, and let her be a part of it. When you do that, she will see you as a man worth following. Women don't want to be your purpose. They want to be with a man who has one. Women don't want men who are overly invested, insecure, or too eager to please. To truly attract a woman, you need to focus on yourself first, your goals, your ambitions, and your sense of purpose. When you prioritize your life, maintain your boundaries, and stay grounded in your own value, you naturally draw women to you. Stop chasing validation, impressing, or trying to make her your world. Be the man who commands respect, and she will respect you. Be confident, self-sufficient, and strong in your presence, and watch how your attraction levels skyrocket. If you want to delve deeper into these concepts and break them down further, join my Podium community, link in the description. It's packed with insights to help you master your masculinity in the modern dating world. Stay strong, stay focused, and always protect your power. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.